Today is Tuesday the 16th of May. How is everybody? We are live and we are going to be drawing leaves today. Either drawing or printing or just playing around with leaves. I went out early this morning and I found some leaves. Just going to pull you up on my other device so that I can see who is joining this morning. Let's have a look. Anybody here? Anybody here? Nobody here yet. So, I'm just going to grab some water. Good morning, Heike. And if you're joining, welcome. You may be getting messy this morning. If you haven't got any leaves, good morning, Meryl. If you don't have any leaves with you, you can look at what I've got and then just draw the outline. We can do some line drawing. We can do some printing. I went outside. Hello, Nikita. Oh, good evening. I went outside. My table is still very messy. I got to clean that up before class today. And I just went within probably, I don't know, like 300 meters of my house. So we have this one, which is, I think it is an ash tree. Let me open up a page. I'm going to pull out a couple of different sketchbooks with different papers because I know that, like, for example, this one may not print through. I have a Muji sketchbook, which will probably be really good for doing some rubbings. So I may do that. Hi, Kitty. How are you? Then these are all like what's happening right now on our trees. We have the maples. So this is ash. And then we have the maples, which our maple is just little. Look at our maple compared to this maple. Like this one is like almost full, in full bloom. And then there's a lot of seeds being just shed and flowers being shed from these. And then we have a different maple, which is the red maple. Here's also another maple. There's lots of maples and the seeds as well. And then this is I can't remember the name of it. It's got orange berries, and I'm sure you can, there's a jam that you can make from it. And oh my God, what's the name? It's not, it'll come to me. Oh, Heike says, I'm not able to join class today. No worries. You'll get the recording. Good morning, Janice. Is it no, it's not. It's like a little orange berry. I'll have to have a look. Well, I didn't pick that many because the city had gone round and like, they've been trimming trees. So half of them I couldn't reach that are on the boulevard. And I felt bad going really close to people's houses and grabbing it. I would have been caught on camera. Anyway, so I did. Hi, Julie. No, it's not gooseberry. It's tiny. And the berries are this color, orange, like super, super orange. It's not, is it rowan? Rowan berries? Oh gosh, I can't remember. But in Sweden, they make a jam out of it. And you can have it with either ice cream or you can have it with cheese as well. Anyway, I'll have to look. So, over the years, as you do, I have had lots of art camps in the summer. So what I do is I press my leaves in these books that I get from a lot of the value, like the value villages, the thrift stores. But oh, that's an actual leaf that's painted on there. So I have a lot of leaves which I have saved that I'm going to try doing leaf rubbings with. They're very brittle, but I have a lot. So this is going to be good for me. I'm not sure if you guys save your leaves throughout the year. You can see there's so many. I don't know if I have any, so I have all different types of leaves. So I'm going to be doing some leaf rubbings. I may also do some printing because you can put paint on this and use it as like a stamp. I know I have others as well, but I think that's it for these. So I'm going to take these out and do, hi Martina, how are you? Lingonberry, yes, I think it's lingonberry. Thank you, Nikita. It's a lingonberry. Anyway, they're really nice. It's not a super sweet berry. You can't eat it raw. You have to cook it to make jam. But it's a very nice berry it is. So these are some of my leaves. I've got fresh ones as well if you're just joining. So you can go and grab some fresh ones. But I thought we'd do some fun stamping with these. And I should probably get some paper that's maybe bigger than a sketchbook. Oh, I have some, what's it called? This one. Victoria lace. Lots of leaves. I have other books full of leaves as well, so, but I don't mind making these messy with paint. So I'm going to do that. All right. Good morning, Alexandra, and hello. If you are just joining, welcome. Today is Leaf Day, and there are some images on the Padlet, but I'm not going to be using the Padlet today. I have a brown paper bag as well. I wouldn't mind trying some printing on here, so maybe I'll do that first. Actually, let's do some leaf rubbing first. I'm going to get, just hang on 1 second. I need to get, I have a Muji. I don't think this is Muji, but it is a very thin. A very thin sketchbook. This is a Muji sketchbook. 2019, I haven't done anything about it. You know, when you go into Muji, they always have a little station set up where you can grab like a sketchbook and then you can stamp your exterior. So I made some stamps, so I know that it's 2019. So I guess this is my the beginnings of my sketchbook. So let's see what we can do with these leaves. Today is really just a day of experimentation. Okay, so I have a few different crayons. I have these, which are definitely a lot harder, but I think they'll work. I'm going to try so this is something that you can do when you're going out for a walk. Janice says, hope I didn't miss anything. Ran out to the front yard to grab a few leaves. Yay! That's what I did just before I came. So this is something that I've always done with my art students, like the younger ones that I have art camps in the summer. We would go for nature walks, and instead of actually drawing our leaves, I would get them to pick like 20 different types of leaves, and then we would go to the park and sit down, and then we would make leaf rubbing. So it was a great way of figuring out how to document the leaves that you found without having to spend a long time drawing them out. But I mean, I think it's nice to draw them out as well, but this is a great way to document what you found, and then you can, if you know the name, then you can put the name of it. So I would usually use Crayola crayons, so I'm going to try a few different ones. This is the homemade one that I have. It's just a wax, hard wax crayon. So I'm going to try another one as well. You didn't miss anything, Janice, promise. So I need a crayon that I've completely stripped. So this is the Neo color, and we'll see if this works with this one. So it's a little bit softer, but it seems to be getting the leaf markings pretty well on here. You can push a little bit harder, and then you can get, I think the softness is actually quite good, because then you can really get the print of the leaf and any details of the leaf as well. I'll lift this a little bit higher so you can see it's pretty detailed. Like, for you to actually draw that out, that would take a long time. So that's that one. I'm gonna see what else I could use. Let's try using I did have a graphite stick. I don't think paint would work. This is just on a fresh leaf. I don't think, let's see. This is the Stabilo Woody. This morning is just going to be a morning of experimenting, really, with leaves. We'll do some line drawings as well, but I just want to say thank you to everybody who has reached out and shared like posts of mine, like on shop BlueshineArt on Instagram, because I'm still trying to get my main page BlueshineArt back, and I know that somebody hopefully will see all the love that you guys are giving and will help me out. Okay, so this isn't bad either. I kind of like it, and I don't mind that I can maybe, if I put this into a rectangle maybe. Because it's soft, it has that same feel about it, that you can get all the details. So that's the Woody. I should probably put what this is. Woody Neo color 2. Homemade wax. I kind of like the Woody so far. Okay, I'm gonna try, like I'm trying lots of different things with just this leaf, just so that we can see the differences. Good morning, Janan. Hi, how are you? No, you have not missed anything. If anybody's joining, we're just doing leaf rubbings, and I'm trying different mediums. We've done just a wax crayon, a Woody. What else should we try? I feel like I don't know if the ink would work. I'm gonna try art graph. I don't know if art graph would work either, because I would have to use maybe a paintbrush that is a little bit firmer. So let's have a look. I'm gonna get a firm paintbrush. This one, just an acrylic firm paintbrush, and let's see if this. No, this does not work. I don't think. It doesn't pick up much at all. I mean, a little bit, but I think that's just me pushing so hard that it's printing slightly something on there. Okay, well that doesn't work. I'm going to leave that page and come back to that. So I think you really do need something that is a lot harder. I'm going to try my 14B and just put it on the side. Like I was saying, this is such a lovely idea to document like what trees are in your forest or what trees are in your neighborhood. It's almost like a journal entry of this time in this century and what is around. This one is actually really nice. I like this one. I think if I had sharpened my 14B so that it has a longer point on it, that would be nice as well. Like this side is really lovely. I can show you a little bit closer. So that's the 14B. What else? What else? What else? Oh, charcoal. Do I have a piece of charcoal out? Charcoal would be really nice. I probably have a charcoal pencil. I most definitely probably have one. Probably most definitely. Okay, I have a white charcoal. Pastel would be good too. What's that? This is the Lumograph. Let me move this a little bit over. I feel like this will be similar to the 14B. Alexandra says, I bought the woodies because you and so many artists like them so much, but I find it pretty hard to do any details with them. Oh, I know, and you love details. But they're great for like backgrounds and filling in, Alexandra. And if you take my classes, you know I like a lot of color blocking, so it's really good. Oops, I think I just broke the paper. So if you're joining, this is Muji paper that I'm using. It's thin enough to do these rubbings. So this is the Lumograph, the Staedtler Mars. Lumograph. Black. All right, I need a pastel, or I need, because ink is not going to do it, I definitely think, I don't know what let's try the China marker. Should we do a red China marker instead? Let's do a red China marker. I don't know how this is going to be. Well, it definitely does a good rubbing, but it's not, I think if I go maybe lighter, let's just lighten up my, ooh, that's actually really good. If I lighten up my touch a little bit, I can be a little bit heavy-handed sometimes. That's the China marker. And I need some charcoal. I need some charcoal, charcoal. Where is it? I think, did I put it away? I should have like one little bit somewhere. Ah, no. This is a, that's not charcoal. This is a graphite stick, so I'm gonna try this too. I mean, I think this, like if you're out on the walk, something like this is probably the quickest. If you have something that's a little bit flat, although this one's not very dark, so. And it's not picking up as much as I thought it was going to pick up. So that is actually not. It picks up like the shape really well. I think this one's very hard. I'm going to check the label on the other side. Graphite stick. Oops. It would help if I could spell. Oh, we have this one too. This is the Progresso, the Kohinoor. I'm just going through everything. Sorry if this is a little Do you guys do this when you're out on a walk? Really love this one. I think this one could be one of my favorites. And I like putting the box around it too. Wouldn't these make really sweet cards? I think they'd make lovely cards. It almost looks like a negative, like a or photograph. This is the Koh-i-Noor. It's the Progresso. It doesn't say, oh, it's only a 2B. So we've done all these so far. Just a regular pencil crayon maybe. Oh, here I have a pastel. So this can be treated almost similar to charcoal. So maybe it's not as good because it's not as hard, so it doesn't press down on the little veins of the leaves. But it gives a nice soft effect. Shouldn't do that, but I did. This is the Stabilo Carbothello. You know I don't love soft pastels, right? Oh, and I didn't think, if I turn it the opposite way completely, then I'm going to get a different imprint as well. And I think my leaf has been pressed as much as it could be pressed. I think I have to change and do another leaf. I am going to just grab, I'm going to grab a, let's see, I need a darker color. It's not dark enough. Okay, I have a Prismacolor, which I want to try. Whoops. Okay, so the Prisma is really lovely as well. So if you do vein up, that also helps, which I wasn't doing from the beginning. So definitely do vein up. Is everybody doing this, or did you guys all go out and get some leaves? Sorry, I didn't really mention that in the Instagram story that I did. So this is the Prisma, or if you know, some people call it the sexy pencil. Do love those. And I need to do one with the Luminance. Do I have one? A darker one? Let's have a look. I do. I have a dark brown. Let me just sharpen it slightly. Okay. This is the Luminance, the Caran d'Ache Luminance pencil. So you kind of need even pressure when you're doing this so that you get a very even look. So this side is a little bit messy, but you can see that you can get quite a nice even print of it. I think the Luminance works well. I think because it's soft enough, it gives a nice imprint. All right, So we have a lot here. I'm just going to go through them and then I'm going to do some dried ones and you can see the difference. Janan says, I saved some leaves from the fall going to try with those. Great. So this is the wax crayon. You can see it's not the greatest. This is Neocolor. I think Neocolor really works. This is the Woody. I like how the Woody turned out. This is Art Graph. Definitely no. This is the 14B. Really like the 14B as well. And the Mars Lumigraph. I love the China marker. And then we have the graphite stick, which really didn't work. We have the Kohinoor Progresso, which is just like a graphite stick as well. Pastel is nice and soft. Prismacolor and the Caran d'Ache Luminance. So let's try some with my favorites. I'm going to try some different leaves, and these are going to be some dried leaves. So I'm going to put a few different ones, even this, the little lace, and I don't know if this is going to come out okay, but we'll try. All right, so I'm going to use the luminance and see. So the difference with the dried one is that the leaf, it has all these little areas which probably when it was fresh it wouldn't have had. Oh, I like the textures though. The textures are really cool. Now this one is a little bit bulky, so I'm not sure if this one is even going to show up very well. Yeah, I don't think this one, I think they really have to be flat. Yeah, that one doesn't work. This one I think will be good if I put actual paint on it. Also, let me take, I'm just going to take a little leaf under here, and you can see the difference when it's fresh. So you can press harder when it's fresh. Yeah, I think it's much better when it's fresh. And it doesn't break up. Basil leaves crush easily, but make your page smell lovely. I'm sure they smell lovely. I would love a basil leaf press. That would be nice. Okay, I'm going to try a couple of larger leaves. Let's see if there's a real difference between, I don't know if this will fit, between, these are just so fresh, like they're so, I mean, not just fresh, but very, very new, as in because it's spring and they're just all coming out. So there's not much to them. They're very delicate. Maybe I will use the China marker for this one. We're going to get some paint out and inks out in a minute and try doing some printing with some inks or some acrylics if you've got some acrylics. I don't have any ginkgo leaves, but they're just starting to come out now. The ginkgo biloba leaves that we have at the park, we have ginkgo trees. And they're so tiny and so sweet. They look like butterflies right now, so I want to pick some of those today and maybe make some prints. I think that would be nice. But they're super delicate as well, so you really have to either carry like a little sketchbook or a book and then put them in so that they lie flat, because you can see. So these are the leaves that I've picked, and they've gone all like wilty on me. Okay, so the China marker I really like. It really does pick up the veins very well. And you can see that these are, they just get flattened. All right, I'm going to try, shall I stay in this sketchbook? Maybe I'll stay a little bit in the sketchbook and then I'll go to another one. Some of these leaves are very delicate. I'm going to try with a maybe a bright, no, I'll try with a sepia. Any other leaves that you guys have tried? What other leaves are you experimenting with? Janice, what did you go out and pick? I'm not sure if this is going to, I'm going to do half the leaf and just paint half a leaf and see. And we can also do a negative space, yeah, of this leaf as well. Okay, let's try. I'm going to just put this on and press. Not with my finger because I think it's going to get dirty and I want to just get the edges down. I think the leaf is like breaking under my, it's all cracking. Let's have a look. Oh, that's kind of cool. So I also want to try this. So I'm going to get the leaf and just use it as almost like a stencil, but in the opposite way, so you get the negative space around the leaf. If you like art journaling, you probably do this anyway. That bit fell off. You can see how pretty that is. So the dry ones are not very good for actual prints, so I'm not going to use that anymore. I'm going to try painting a maple leaf with ink and see if I can print something. Ooh, Meryl says she's got an ornamental olive. Lovely. Janice says one is some kind of palm and the other's whatever the landscape is planted. I haven't been here long enough to learn the names. They all have thick leaves to stand up the sun and the heat. Yeah, I'm sure Janice is down in Florida. Okay, I'm going to move these across here, and I'm just going to take my bag to help me so that I can add some of this acrylic ink on this leaf. Put it on and try just stamping it like this. Ooh, I like that. And try again. Sometimes there's enough ink to do a couple of times. Oh, I like it. Let's try it. I've got some more ink on my brush. I don't want to waste, like if you have extra ink on your brush, instead of washing it off, it's just like when you're using, you know, acrylic wash or something like that, and you don't want to just wash it off. You want to use whatever you've got left over so that you're not wasting. Yeah, that's really nice. I like that. See if we can get the stalk as well. Or this, yeah, stalk, stem. Tina's like, oh, I like that too. Let's have a look. Ooh, yeah, that's nice. I like that one. That's really nice. And look, it's like you have your leaf. It's everything is there. I'm gonna try this. This is from the ash tree. I don't know if I can. I'm gonna try. Let's have a try. You can get something on the leaves like ink. I mean, it'd be nice to actually dip it into a big thing of ink, but I'm gonna try this. Way to use my ink, eh? I should have probably just used black. Maybe I'll get my black ink out. The India ink is a little bit more economical than acrylic ink that I have here. And I'm going to put this whole thing in my book and see what kind of printout I get. Yeah, it's a little messy. I'm going to try one more, because sometimes the second time around is better. I'm going to flip this. Oh no, that's the right way. Okay, let's try again. I mean, the great thing about this little Muji book is that it, see, those ones, they're really nice. I mean, I guess you could then, once you've got this, if you wanted to just join up, right, and do some work over the top with the leaves, and then put all this together. I think that would be nice to use it as like a mixed media. These are the Inktense pencils that I'm using over the top, so you can get different impressions with those. Yeah, I quite like that. All right, so I think we go on to, like, even this is actually quite nice. Maybe even if I take the woody and use, because it's very similar color, and just use the woody as, like I did with the other one, as an outline. But if you look at the leaves and the shape of them, then you can go over that area and create a little bit more context to your marks that you have made. Yeah, so I think that works. Really love how this prints out though. Really enjoyed that, and this one too. But I don't mind that at all. All right, so that's with ink. I don't know if we can, I think watercolor would be too thin. I'm gonna try with, I have these paint markers. I think that it's probably gonna get very messy, but I just want to try, because I think if you don't try things, then you won't know how it reacts to a medium. So let's have a look. So actually I'm going to do this on here, over here, and this is probably too much paint stick, so it'll probably give me a couple of prints. They're very messy. Ooh, I like it. And then do another one down here. So thicker is kind of better when it comes to getting your prints on. And I'm going to see one more, see how much I can get from it. I'm also making the outside of my book messy because my fingers are blue. So still some comes off. And I know because these are water soluble, I'm not sure if you can just go over like this and get like a bit of a wash, but not lifting everything. I could experiment all day. I love it. Oh, I wanted to do more on this one. I think I love these leaves. These are the helicopters from, I call them helicopters, from the maple. So these would open up, like I took them as they were fresh, like pretty fresh. So this is the maple, and they start off tiny, like tiny little helicopters like this. And then they become bigger, and then they become even bigger, and then they open up a little bit more, and then they fly down, and the seeds are in here, and then they go into the ground and plant more maple trees. So lovely. So I'm gonna see, maybe I will see if that page has to dry, but I would like some ink, but a little bit. Let me see if I have black ink. I do. I have this India ink. So let's get messy with India ink. So if you're here and you are taking my Painterly Patterns class, ooh, I'm making everything messy. That starts at 10 a.m. If you want to join, but you don't think you can make it, that's fine. You will get the replays. We are going to be doing a lot of experimenting with wet medium and Painterly Patterns. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's more about the making of marks and repetition, and just having a look at different color combinations and really having fun and creating backgrounds for anything like portraits, or if you have a still life and you want to create a background, you can use them for that as well. I haven't been doing as many backgrounds as I used to do, but I always used to paint like a pretty patterned background behind either a portrait, or maybe I should start again. I started doing patterns in general because I wanted to add something extra to my portraits. When I was doing the daily ones on the Sketchy app, I would just think, oh, they're so plain, and I needed something extra. So that's why patterns kind of came into my art practice. All right, there's a lot of ink on here. I'm going to take a new page. Let's see if this works. Hi, Deborah. Thank you for signing up, Deborah. I appreciate it. And Heike too, but she can't make it today. All right. I think Kitty signed up too. It's a very small class. I think I only have 6 registrants for the Painterly Pattern Workshop, which I thought a lot more people would want to do, but that's okay. Okay, this really didn't turn out very well. I'm going to see if I'm going to do it this way around. I'm going to press closer. So because when I have all these pages pressing on it, I probably can't get very close to the actual object. So I'm trying to get that. Let's have a look. Yeah, it doesn't really do too much. That's not a big, not such a great one, that one. I think maybe if it was a new leaf, like a fresh leaf, it may help. Okay, I'm going to draw some leaves now. So I'm going to take my other sketchbook. I'm just going to unstick some of these pages. I know that they're going to stick together, but we'll see. This is like one of my favorite ones, this one. We did a lot of leaf printing this morning. It's good to see what materials are great for taking out into nature and doing these leaf rubbings. Maybe I'll just stick to in here and just look at some leaves that I've picked, for example this one, and do some drawings. If you have leaves in front of you and you want to do some time drawings, we only have 13 minutes left, so I was going to do some 1 minute, 3 minute draws. Let's do a 1 minute line drawing quickly. Maybe we'll do a few more of these. Okay, your time started. I think if I do this, it may be easier. It's almost like looking at the structure and then looking at the shape of the leaf. I don't have time to get all the little edges of these leaves, but I can at least get the shape, and then maybe I can get one done, one leaf, so that this is a little bit, so it goes up like that, and then lots of veins. See how much quicker the rubbing was? So this is my drawn leaf for 1 minute. And I promise you, this one probably did not take 1 minute to do. But you've got everything. It's like taking a photo, but if you don't have your camera with you, you can just do a leaf rubbing. So much more complete and accurate. Okay, that was 1 minute. Let's do another one. I really love this one, so I want to do the helicopters, but I like how it's all clumped together. Okay, I'm going to do this with the ink dropper, I think, and we'll do a 3 minute one. 3 minutes starts now. This is going to take a long time to dry, isn't it? That's really messy. Okay, I'm gonna see if I take a piece of paper, this is watercolor paper, and just, and I think I just smudged it everywhere. I'm just gonna pull it across. The paper is actually stuck to it. Wow, that just destroyed my actual initial. I'm gonna have to do that one again. Look at that. It's okay. I may be able to use that for something. Maybe I'll just print some more and do it upside down as well. Good morning, Lou. How are you? We've been doing a lot of printing and leaf rubbings using all different materials. So when you go back and look at it, you will see what we've been up to. And this was a very nice ink draw. Oh, it went in the same way. Like, let me put it in this way as well. It was a very nice little ink dropper sketch, and then I decided to use a piece of paper to do a monoprint out of it, and it was not, it just ruined it. This though, I think I can probably go over with white, and I think that would work. And maybe this paper is just too I use this one or this one? This one is a bit dirty. I'm going to use this one. From here it looks lovely. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet, Janine. I think it's a little, that one is empty. Okay, I'm going to try white over the top. Okay, well that's your 3 minutes, but I'm just going to keep going with this one. Either white China marker when this is dry, but it's not dry, so I'm just going to go over with the white and just get some of these same shapes that I had before. I'm going to have to clean my paint dropper so that it doesn't blacken or gray my white. Ooh, that was a little bit too much. And that as well. That's all the acrylic there. White ink. Does anybody know of another type of white ink that you can use? Like, is there white India ink? Do you know? I just dropped my dropper in my water. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, I'm going to do my lids up so that it doesn't get crazy. And I'm just going to very lightly, just really lightly, because I don't want to... Oh, that didn't work either. No. Ah, what a mess. Let's have a look what it happens on this side if I stamp it over on this side. Or actually, let's try the brown paper bag. I think it's just going to come up really messy. And it lifts the black ink. You know why? Because that black ink is not water soluble. Oh, it is water soluble. It's not permanent. And I found that out. Who helped me with that? Was it you, Meryl? I think it was you who said, oh, that one's not water soluble. I mean, that one's not permanent. I'm getting mixed up with my... Okay. So I can see a little bit of it here. This page obviously needs a lot of attention. You know what we could have done? We could have done jelly. We could have done jelly plate printing this morning. That would have been fun. Because we could have used the leaves and that. Oh. Okay, I'm going to have to, I'll find a little box or the back of a canvas or something, put all my leaves in it, and then maybe after my workshop today, I will play around with leaves. Okay, that's not my favorite. I think my favorite, and I know we're coming up to the end, my favorites are definitely, actually I didn't mind this one. This one was a paint stick on top of a leaf. I love this one. This is really, I like that one. And then I like these ones as well. That was just with ink over a fresh leaf. And then I do love, I like the Caran d'Ache. The Prismacolor worked well. The Koh-i-Noor Progresso worked well as well. The China marker worked really well. And so did the Mars Lumograph as well. 14B wasn't bad. The Woody was really good. Yeah, so, I mean, we definitely experimented and had fun with leaves. I think this was a complete disaster, but that's okay. You know, I can use these for collages as well, so that's okay. It's fun to experiment. Meryl says, we can do that another day. Yes, we can. I think that would be great. And I would have to wait for this to dry completely to be able to go over the top of this, so I am not going to try doing that now. But yeah, have fun with the leaves around your neighborhood. Maybe have a sketchbook where you document all the leaves in your neighborhood and just focus on finding all the leaves in your neighborhood. Nick says, I have some woodies coming in the mail. Yay! I did get a couple of other colors I showed you guys, right? Or did I not show you? I got the blue woody, which is really nice. I got the brown. So my woody, the colors that I have so far are I have this one. Oh, do I have two blue? No, this is purple. I have a purple. And then I have, oh, I got a silver, which I'm not sure. Oh, it is kind of a bit silver. I don't know why I got the silver. And then I have a green woody that's somewhere hiding. Oh, here it is. And I think that's it. I think these are all the ones that I have. But there are other colors, which is really nice. They're quite pricey though, but they last. Okay. I'm happy that we got some experimenting done. And yeah, I guess, Nick, your summer is over and you're in fall right now. So you've got fall leaves coming off trees. And we have fresh spring leaves coming on our trees. Everything is super, super, super pretty. And Kitty says, yes, jelly printing. Okay, maybe we'll do a Patreon meet this weekend of jelly printing just to get together. Julie says, I want to try jelly painting, but it's expensive here in France. Oh, but you can, like, there are lots of hacks that you can do very simply. Like, you can just get craft paint. So you can just use, like, really cheap craft paint that you can get. Like, this is $1.50. And this is good because this is, like, really the right consistency for printing. And you don't have to use actual print stuff. And then you just need the jelly plate, but you can also use something else. I think Jen from Chattanooga, did you make your own, Jen? I can't remember. Alexandra says, the blue, thanks for all these wonderful experimental ideas, Shah. Woody is the best. Sorry, I meant to say the blue woody is the best. Yes, the blue woody is the best. And I always think of you, Alexandra, when I get a blue, because I know that you love blue as well and love blue shadows. And this one really is nice. And it's water soluble as well. So that's really lovely with the blue. But this paper, this is the Muji sketchbook, and it's not the greatest, but it's fun because you get a lot of pages. If you follow Jennifer Orkin Lewis, she painted, so that's where she started doing her everyday paintings, was in a Muji sketchbook, and it would just fill up, but there's hundreds of pages. I'm not sure how many hundreds of pages. Is it 300? It could be 360. It could be a whole year of pages. Okay, I gotta go. It's 9 a.m. Thank you so much for joining. If you want to join the Painterly Patterns class workshop, that's starting at 10 a.m. and going to 12 today, and the same tomorrow. Go to my website, BlueshineArt.com, and I also have Mixed Media Portraits, which is going to be happening on Thursday and Friday at 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Then next week, I'm going to be starting a new virtual art retreat. I know that some of you have been excited about that. And I'm also starting a foundations course, a 6-week foundations course, where if you think you can learn from slower classes which go over the basics, composition, proportions, values, all that kind of thing, that will also be starting up next week. So have a look out on my website, but I will also send you emails if you've ever done classes with me before. And I'll also remind you on my shop, BlueshineArt, because BlueshineArt on Instagram is still down. I do have BlueshineArt on Facebook, which hasn't been taken down. So you can go back and have a look at all my work on there as well. There just aren't morning lives there, but Muji. It's a Muji sketchbook. Really, who used the Mooney? Is that the Muji? Oh, really? Who used the Muji? It was August Wren, Jennifer Orkin Lewis. She used the Muji. Yeah, take a look at her posts. Anyway, thank you, everybody. Ah, yes, Janan. She makes her own gelatin. So, Julie, get in contact with Janan, and she can tell you how she makes her own gelatin jelly pad for jelly printing. Yeah. All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you, Martina. Thank you, everybody. Bye.